Everyone, and welcome back to the 2017 Game of Thrones the Card Game World Championships. This is the top four.
This is going to be a barn burner. This one's going to be huge.
A barn burner.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is, so we have made it to the top four. Our top four, in case you have not been following along or whatever.
I have not been following along. Could you fill me in?
Yes, sir, I can. We have another match, which is not the one being streamed. We're going to have Eric Green, who's playing Greyjoy Reigns of Castamere, playing against James Booker, who's playing Lannister Banner of the Rose. That's the Wonder Woman deck.
Oh, yeah.
The match that we are going to be streaming, however...
Is this the one with the undefeated player in it?
This is the one with the Italian stallion, Nicolo Merusi. He is playing Lannister, Lord of the Crossing. We saw him earlier on the stream this morning smashing a Hyper Viper deck.
And his deck was fine-tuned to smash that deck.
It was pitch perfect. And his opponent is actually someone who was just on the stream in the top 8. That is Reinhardt. I already forgot how to say his last name. Schefcik. Reinhardt.
We'll call him Reinhard.
Reinhardt. And his opponent, Reinhardt, playing Targaryen Lord of the Crossing.
So we'll find out who the true Lord of the Crossing is
Exactly.
in this match.
So we've got two Lord of the Crossing decks, both decks that, like to make all three challenges in order to get the benefit of their agenda. So how do you think that is going to play? Are we going to see players, like one swings with everything, then the other one swings with everything? What are you kind of predicting?
I don't think it will be like that. I think it will be like a chess game. There'll be little small moves. I don't think there will be any swings unless it's for the killing winning blow.
Yeah.
I do not see either of these players doing that.
I agree.
What Cersei is he running now?
He is running Lions of Casterly Rock Cersei.
So
Big Cersei.
I could see that being a problem for the Targ player. If they don't get the Chronogor, if they don't get the Chudrakarses, I feel like that's the biggest threat on the board as far as characters go.
That is pretty good. There's actually some pretty interesting, pretty weird stuff in Nicolo's deck. So he is playing, he's got one copy of a Lannister Always Pays His Debts, that 3 gold event that I don't think I've ever seen anyone play in real life.
Just one for the surprise.
Just one, just one. He's got some superior claim in there. We saw that in the last game. He's playing one of Jenna Frey. He's got one of Sir Osmond Kettleblack.
There's a Bronn in there too, isn't there?
There is a Bronn. He's got one Bronn in there.
I feel like that's one of the best characters to hit with Never Bet Against My Family.
Oh, yeah.
Just icon defense, 5-strength character.
Yes, it's very cool.
Right out of Dracarys range.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so Reinhardt's deck, we just saw that on the stream. But it's for the most part, it's a fairly standard Targaryen deck. He's got Flea Bottom. He's got, Second Sons and Wildling Scout and all that.
I think Nicolo needs to worry about Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
He needs to worry about that constant military challenge threat. Now, Lannister's good at two things, military and intrigue.
Yes.
So it depends. You can't always have that strong of a military presence, though, sometimes, and especially if you're trying to get that Lord of the Crossing, that third power trigger.
Right. So we'll have to see how the players are able to kind of, play around what they're doing. They were just finished looking at each other's deck lists. There we go.
Good friends.
Got the handshake there.
I bet they're very happy playing each other right now.
Right. Reinhardt.
Two international players.
Reinhardt's been a European champion in the past, I believe. Nicolo is the Italian national champion. So obviously two extremely good players going toe-to-toe here. And here they are drawing their opening hand. What do you think they would each be looking for?
We're looking for, obviously, a Tywin setup on the Lannister side.
What's
also
this?
Cersei.
Nicolo's playing Pillage Tywin. That's not true.
No, that's not true.
He's playing good Tywin. I see Tywin in his hand.
He's got that alt-art Jaime, too.
Yep, I see 2 Jaimies, a bodyguard, a Shay. Let's see, on Reinhardt's side.
Oh, there's that Khal Drogo.
Yep, Khal Drogo, Plaza of Pride, a Dragon, Braided Warrior. Yeah, Reinhardt has a pretty good 5-card flop right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is great. That's actually exactly what he wants in his opening
That's a really good start.
Yes.
Now, it's worth noting that Nicolo is running First Snow of Winter. We'll run down the plots real quick. Nicolo is running Counting Coppers, 2 Heads on Spikes, First Snow of Winter, Trading with the Pentoshi, Weapons at the Door, and Winter Festival.
Reinhardt is running Counting Coppers, 2 Heads on Spikes, March to the Wall, Valor Morghulis, Winter Festival, and Trading with the Pentoshi.
Now, we've seen a lot of players playing 2 Heads on Spikes throughout this tournament, and I think that is really a really good meta call. Lots of people were expecting a lot of these Hyper Viper and Wonder Woman decks that, were kind of hyped a lot going into the tournament.
Yep, one has made it up to top 4.
Yeah, Wonder Woman has made it up to top 4. Hyper Viper, which was taken by pretty much the entire indie meta, I believe. That didn't make it past top 16. So we will see how how that plays out. You know, Heads on Spikes also plays into, you know, the rush theme of pretty much both of these decks. They're both trying to get a bunch of power fast. So we will.
We also can't forget that Reinhardt is running 61 cards the way the game was intended to be played.
Yes, as God intended, 61 cards.
So if there's a pillage race, we know who will win.
Yeah, you know, it's a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
All right, this looks okay.
He's got, that's not as good as the
No,
Reinhardt setup. You know, he's got
definitely not.
the Hound, Shea, and a Great Hall. Yeah, it's fine. But I think that
when that Khal Drogo hits, though,
yeah.
I think he got his one copy of a Lancer. Always pays his stats in his hand there.
Yep, he has a Superior Claim.
Did he draw any more characters, though?
I saw he got Osmond Kettle Black.
All right, that's an interesting call. Why do you think he's running that?
Well, it lets you kind of pop in those knights. You know, it can help with getting, you know, if you don't have all the gold, but you need some more icons to, you know, get your Lord of the Crossing trigger, you can just quick spring a knight into play. And he does have a fair amount of knights in his deck that he is able to
I think
trigger with that.
I think Nicolo wants to also get the mountain at some point.
Exactly.
That's like shuts down Khal Drogo pretty hard sometimes.
And it looks like Reinhardt actually has drawn back up his 5 cards, and he only has Khal Drogo in hand. He's Khal Drogo and a dupe, which is not super great from a character standpoint.
No.
Now we'll see what happens after, you know, he draws 2 in the draw phase, but if his only character is Khal Drogo, it could go poorly. We'll
he has
see.
his one copy of Braided Screamers too, which is interesting. When you see things like that, single copies cards, you know he's been fine-tuning this deck to figure out exactly what he needs in his deck.
Sure. Yep. The exact balance of the cards. So both players considering their first plots here. Yeah, not too many characters in hand on either side. We'll see.
But one player has Khal Drogo.
That is true. All right, so Winter Festival into Heads on Spikes.
This hits the Kettle Black.
Both players making that early bid for power. Nicolo putting the 2 power right by Winter Festival, so he doesn't forget. We already saw that happen once on the stream, actually. That was...
much to the disappointment of that player.
Yeah, that was very disappointing. All right, who is it? Oh, Superior Claim. Not a character, but, you know, you're probably okay with...
I think you're okay with that.
Yeah. All right, so both players are going to draw 2 cards here.
He needs 2 characters here, I think.
Oh, nope. Oh, double miss. All right.
Is Kettle Black the only character in his hand?
Yes. Yep, his only character is Kettle Black. That is definitely unfortunate.
At least he has that Hear Me Roar. Maybe you can use the Hound twice. Or maybe even 3 times at this point.
Yep.
He's got that Chinese Western fiefdoms there.
Yeah. Yeah, Nicolo has cards from a lot of languages in his deck, which is very cool. He's
This is going to be interesting.
Is he going to... So he can play Sir Osmond.
Yep.
Save some of the gold for Hear Me Roar or to boost Shea.
The one thing he has going with his current board is he can use Shea multiple times, and he can possibly use the Hound multiple times with Hear Me Roar.
Yep. So he is, yeah, there is a little bit, you know, it might not be quite as bad as it looks like with being able to get multi-use out of these characters. And
I believe Kettle Black does not have any keywords.
But I think he has Bestow.
He has, of course.
You know, he can, yeah, bestow to, you know, put the pop knights into play. Yeah, they're just talking about that right now. He can, Kettle Black can discard a gold from him to put a knight into play from your hand, and then he gets discarded at the end of the phase, I believe, is how that works.
But he did not get bestowed, it looks like, or is he still thinking?
He might be thinking about putting 1 gold on it, it looks like.
I think that's more of a bluff or more of a plan for future draws?
You know, it could be both. It's, you know, it never hurts to kind of, if he's not going to use the gold for something else, it wouldn't hurt to kind of load that up for the future. All right, so Reinhardt getting 4 gold here.
Wow, another great haul.
Yep,
that's pretty good.
Okay, it looks like he got a Viserion at least in his drawback. All right, Khal Drogo. And we'll see a dupe popping out right there. Yep.
That is good for him.
That's really good. That's really good. He's got a Milk of the Poppy in hand as well, which can definitely...
I think you'd want to hold on to that at this
yeah,
point.
Yep.
There's as much as you want to. You could also put it on the Hound, so he cannot...
That's the one thing I was thinking of using with it, but I agree that
is there any
with Lannister...
cost restriction on Kettle Black? that you recall, or is it any knight?
I think it's just any knight, but let's
Maybe he's worried about a Jamie popping in, or even a Sir Gregor.
Sure. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. We'll see what it says when we get the card up. Here it is. Any knight into play from your hand at the end of the phase is discarded. Cannot be saved.
Yeah, so he might be worried about that Sir Gregor that just comes down, defends.
Yep, he does have
gets a pillage.
He does have nightmares as well.
Yep.
If he didn't want to. All right, but we're going to challenges now. Shea going in for an intrigue challenge, and it looks like Rhaegal is going to block that there.
Yep.
So at this,
and I think Nicolo has to be worried about a put to the sword even too.
Yep. And well, Nicolo. All right.
Do you treachery this, or do you hang on to that treachery?
Well, I mean, you can wait and see what he's going to do. Okay, so he is standing. Oh, yeah. I think you have to treachery it, because if you do, then.
Oof.
All right, maybe not. I was thinking you could potentially block some of these military challenges coming your way. So Nicolo's challenges here.
Do you stay pat here? Do you stop? Get that hound maybe when they're on defense?
I feel like you have to. None of your challenges are going to do
like
too much. So we'll see if we get an intrigue here from with Rhaegal.
It is probably a relief to see him stand Rhaegal versus Khal Drogo at this point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because getting two militaries with him would be devastating.
All right, so he's going intrigue with Rhaegal. That's fine. Nicolo
he can oppose if he wants.
He could,
Shea.
yep. And he's going to do just that.
I think one of the most underrated 3-cost characters is Shea.
Shea is so good.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch of cards, but none of them are really characters or anything, so... Ooh, losing that treachery,
that's the one he
though.
cared about, though.
Yep, that's rough. Still got a bodyguard, Casterly Rock. Yeah, nothing really that he's nothing that he is so interested in.
It's like the first military challenge here.
Yep, going military, 3 strength. And now he should actually be able to
use the hound.
Yes. Yes.
And then Hear Me Roar I'm in. It's pretty good.
Yep, it's something that...
unless, of course, the hound defends and gets nightmares.
Ooh, yeah, we'll see. I imagine that he won't, because Reinhardt won't know that he has Hear Me Roar in hand. Yep. So and that is actually pretty good. That's awesome that Nicolo is able to kind of play around that and negate some of the worst of, potentially 2 military challenges. So he's going to do... presumably military for 7 here.
Now, do you Hear Me Roar in that hound?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Do you keep him out after that, though? Or do you want to keep as much characters out as you want, or do you want to return them to your hand at that point?
Well, if you're using Hear Me Roar, he gets discarded.
That's
right?
true.
So it's back to hand or discarded. We'll see if he gets the nightmares played on him so that he's forced to go to the discard pile.
That'll be a pro play.
Yep. Looks like
he would have gotten his claim essentially anyway. Wow. All
right, there we go. Yeah, wow, that was really good. Nicolo able to, survive that turn quite a bit better than it looked like he might have been able to. Got to get his power from Winter Festival. Reinhardt gets power for dominance.
It's unfortunate, too, for Nicolo that he does not have some more higher cost characters in the board, because the first now would be really good to try to get back in the game. But I don't know if he can afford to lose that Shea at this point.
No, I think he needs to...
maybe even counting coppers?
Exactly.
Just to get more
something
cards.
To, quickly turn this game into...
I actually think Reinhardt wants to do the same thing. Get counting coppers, you have plenty of economy, maybe draw some more dupes. The cards he really wants to play from his hand right now, too, are cheap, like Nightmares and Malcolm the Poppy.
Yeah. Looks like another heads on spikes on Reinhardt. Yep, and counting coppers on Nicolo's side. That makes sense. So Nicolo is going to go first here. And he's triggering...
Right. Going for that hound.
Yeah, little does he... I mean, there's the hound in there, but he little does he know that that's pretty much all that's in there as far as characters go.
It's such a gamble. It can be win you the game, and it can do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the hound, not the hound.
Wow, no, there's superior claim.
Yeah.
There's 2 superior claims, and Reinhardt should know that those are gone now.
Yeah, that's it. That's all the spear claims that Nicolo has in his deck. O'Shea, dupe, and something. Couldn't see what those were.
We'll see in a second.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a better shot on that.
Yep, both players drawing 2. See what looks like a Podrick.
A Podrick will be helpful.
Yep, he's got Podrick. He's got a Shea.
Got to never bet against my family. So
Yeah.
there's another gamble card.
Yep.
Looks like Reinhard drew another Nightmares and a Dracarys.
Yeah, but still just Viserion in hand.
Yeah.
Not much in the way of more characters than what he has out. And his board is pretty strong right now.
It is
so
susceptible to first snow, though, still.
Exactly.
And that Shea dupe now is an option.
Yep. Playing out of Kings Road, more future economy. Neither player is playing political disaster here.
It's a lot of juicy events in that hand.
Yep, and he's got a Dracarys as well.
Which might just go after Kettle Black or even Shea. Probably Shea now.
Yeah, I got the dupe on Shea. Though at the same time, if your opponent is using a Dracarys on Shea, that isn't the worst thing that could happen.
But sometimes as a Targ player, you can put someone in the point where it's like, I have Khal Drogo out. You're never going to be able to build a board presence before I kill you and let you out.
Right.
Because right now, Shea can be used for Claim Soak. It's like he's a King's Road in hand, too.
Yep. He does. He might want to save that gold, though, because he has Podrick Payne in hand. He's probably going to want to just kind of hold there, save someone and get another character out on the board. That will do a lot to, help neuter the continued Khal Drogo attacks.
Yeah. At that point, do you just use Podrick to save, then use Podrick for claim possibly, too?
Probably, yeah.
Keep in mind also, Reinhard doesn't have many characters in hand, but he can use those non-character cards to stand lower cost cards like his dragons.
That's true. Yep. So he's also going to be getting multi-use out of his characters.
This is going to be a really good turn for Reinhard.
Yeah, we'll see how well he's able to capitalize on it. And it looks like, Nicolo is going to pass on 2 gold. Yep. So Intrigue, first of all, with Rhaegal coming in.
It's nice not to lose sight of the Lord of the Crossing agenda. You're trying to get power, you're trying to get 15, and not get consumed with the Khal Drogo trying to kill everything.
Right.
Intrigue first.
Yep. So that's just going to go unopposed. If Podrick Payne gets pulled, that will be bad. Oh, never bet against my family.
That's pretty good.
That's also
the second best card I'd say in his hand.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised he didn't just do it and get
just play it before.
Yep.
Yeah, though I imagine he might have been saving it to protect Podrick Payne because that's kind of the, the one thing that's keeping him alive to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So this is going to go unopposed as well. And his claim, he's choosing Shea and Podrick Payne popping in.
Nicely done.
Yep. And Reinhardt is not playing Blood of the Dragon, which can, kill out a lot of these lower cost characters.
I feel like at some point Nicolo is going to attempt to challenge a character will get Dracarys.
Yeah.
And Podrick will be dead, and there may be a March followed up by that, which could be a board wipe.
That would be a board wipe. We'll see if Nicolo is, playing around that.
It's so hard to know if someone has Dracarys or not.
Right. There are points in the game where you just have to, risk it. And if you keep playing around Dracarys forever, then you just lose. That's his third challenge there. He's going to go power for 3 strength.
Smart.
Yep.
Even if he defends, he has a Dracarys to back up his character.
Yep. Yeah, Nicolo does not want to defend here. But he might anyways, and that might end up in some dead characters.
All right. Do you Dracarys that Podrick? Just to raise the claim.
Apparently
I don't
not.
think so.
Yep.
I think Shea's is the only real target here.
Yep. So he got his crossing and his claim there.
He still has one more military challenge left, I believe.
He does indeed. Might throw Khal Drogo in there and then just keep Viserion
just get
up
that
to
power rolling too.
Yeah, Viserion can, defend basically whatever comes his way with Dracarys.
Or even any other character he can stand by discarding a card.
Yeah, exactly.
Besides Khal Drogo.
Exactly.
The interesting trick would also be to attack with Viserion, so it looks like there's no targets for
Right, and then
Dracarys.
stand him with Plaza of Pride.
Yep. That is asking for a treachery, though.
Yep.
No gold on the Lannister player's side.
That's true. That's true. And we'll see. He's, yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know what Nicolo could be doing better at this point, or what he could do to,
It was a rough start.
Yeah, definitely a rough start. Padre Payne dies.
Any action? Do you have any action?
He's just thinking here.
It looks like there's a tie in dominance right now.
Yep. Yep. Passing on dominance.
Wow.
I mean, that's...
I wonder if he has any idea what he just avoided there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he is very conscious that Reinhardt most likely has Dracarys at hand.
What a pro play.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's best just to do nothing.
Yeah. Got only 1 power on Nicolo's side, and then 6, 7 over on
I wonder if he tried to play
Reinhardt.
heads on spikes just to maybe just grab that Dracarys. It looks like he's going for March
Yep.
regardless.
Yeah, Reinhardt is out for blood.
I think you have to get rid of that kettle
First Noah Winter.
Oh,
No.
no, I missed the first no. Yeah, you're right. Shay's gone.
I mean, you could
save her, though.
with the dupe.
And the fact that she can participate in multiple challenges always is nice for her.
Yeah, but Reinhardt
challenges.
made himself first, so there's a good chance that...
Yeah, I think you just get rid of the Braided Screamers and then maybe draw Flea Bottom soon.
Yeah. Got a dupe for Viserion. Is that a Miri? No, that's Eerie.
Got a Rattle Shirts and a Lannisport on Nicolo's side.
Okay, well, those are characters.
They are characters. Only one can be out, though.
Right.
And his opponent can still do 2 militaries, and there's a dupe.
Yep.
It's not looking hot.
It is not looking hot on Nicolo's side, unfortunately.
Reinhardt is, he looks like he's getting almost everything he needs here to secure a victory.
Yeah,
He's got the economy. He's even waiting on economy. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, Nicolo is not getting what he needs to help. He might milk Sir Osmond here just as, kind of a nail in the coffin if Nicolo were able to have a knight or had drew on a knight into hand.
He always has nightmares as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got options. All right, looks like he's done. King's Road on Nicolo's side, which he pops. Roundchurch Raiders coming into play. And saving 1. Yeah, nothing in his hand is really going to help him here.
No.
He hasn't got any more Hear Me Roar or nightmares or anything.
Now is the Plaza of Pride, is that 3 more costs than the card you're discarding?
Yeah.
All right, so that can stand Khal Drogo by just getting rid of Rhaegal.
Yep. So first snow happens. Viserion saved with the dupe. And yeah, I believe this is going to be a board wipe for, using Nightmares on Osmond as we were talking about. This is probably going to be a board wipe for Reinhardt here.
He doesn't need to, but I'm pretty sure he's also going to do the Dracarys on the defender here in the military.
Yeah.
If there is one.
Right.
It's like a power challenge first. Interesting.
All he knows he can stand with Plaza of Pride.
Yeah, but you could try to board wipe and then get unopposed power. But then again, he can just Dracarys in this power challenge.
Yep. If it's opposed.
Drogo is -1 strength, the first challenge.
Yep. He's opposing.
Yep.
Dracarys, that's, yeah. Nicolo is going to, I think Nicolo's streak is about to end here.
Yep.
Gone undefeated up to this point. Plaza of Pride. Yep, discards Regal to stand. Military. Yeah, Reinhardt is definitely dominating at this point.
Yeah, there's only
Nicolo
3 wins dominance as well.
Nicolo doesn't have Valor or any kind of.
He's not seen any good characters.
No, yeah, he's really just been strapped for characters the whole time.
Khal Drogo does not help that.
Yeah.
Reinhardt not making any mistakes here either.
Yeah. Yeah, Nicolo hasn't seen anything good, and Khal Drogo hasn't given him the time that he needs to look for anything.
Do you just play March here, I'm assuming?
He is not playing Marched. So maybe trading with the Pentoshi to play out whatever you do draw. Or it looks like heads on spikes, actually, into Winter Festival. Let's see here. All right, so he got Eerie,
power.
Which is really just going to be more power for Reinhardt Steel.
He drew another Hound and a Burnman.
Ugh. Gross. Just not getting any of the things that he needs.
I wish I caught what Nicolo's additional draw was for a setup.
What his first draw was before Mulligan? Yeah, I don't know. Got a Lanceport Merchant, Hound with a dupe.
And that's it.
And looks like he's saving 2 gold that he could use for Birdmen.
And I'm pretty sure Reinhardt can marshal his hand.
Yeah. Yeah, Reinhardt has crazy economy. Ooh, he has Danny now.
Yep.
Yep, there's a Loyalist. Daenerys is going to have Stealth. King's Road, Great Hall, Great Hall. Ugh.
Thank you. Yep.
Throwing out Viserys just for fun. Let's see.
And the winner plot pretty much secures it.
Yeah.
No matter what happens here.
Yeah, he's got Winter Festival. He can get an unopposed intrigue very easily. And then that's game. Looks like going military first of all.
Just
gonna play it careful, I guess. Bait out any tricks that might be.
Ooh, there's that Burnman.
Yep.
He wins that challenge.
Yep. Because of Daenerys.
That's right.
Burnman was only 1 strength. Military again with Khal Drogo.
Yep. And the Hound's at 5 strength.
Yep. He's going to block there, but lose. That's Renown on.
Yep. And now his last power icon is 0 strength.
Yep.
If he doesn't attack with Daenerys.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. There's the handshake.
And that's that.
Wow.
Wow.
That was.
It's an unfortunate way for an undefeated player to end.
Exactly. Yeah. That was a great streak by Nicolo going all the way.
Yeah. But
yeah.
He had what he needed. And he didn't make any mistakes.
Exactly. He
didn't let up.
He definitely he kept the pressure on that entire time. He gave Nicolo no opportunity to to stabilize, to draw, and kind of start to build a board. Nicolo playing, as far as I could tell, to the best visibility. He didn't make any mistakes or misplays that I could see, but just really not getting the tools that he needed, and Reinhardt just rolling over it there.
Kind of that undefeated curse. You almost kind of want to lose at least 1 or 2 matches.
Lose one in the Swiss, and then
get that out of the way, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, strong showing from both players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
top 4, excellent job for Nicolo. Reinhardt is we're going to see him again in a little bit in the final.
In the final.
Yeah, so there's another match going on right now.
Would you have predicted Targ Crossing in the final at Worlds?
I would not have been surprised at that.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have. Yeah.
It would be interesting if it's maybe the Wonder Woman deck. So what are the 2 options
So
here?
it's James Booker playing Wonder Woman, Lannister Banner of the Rose, or Eric Green playing Greyjoy, Reigns of Castamere.
All right.
So either of those really good options, and one of them is going to face Reinhardt in the final. So we are going to have that pretty shortly for you here. But until then, we will join you all next time. So thanks for watching.
Can't wait.